Hello and welcome back to Demonology, an actual play podcast. This is season 2. We're on Guernsey for Le Channel Horreur. Let's do our introductions and then let's get going. I'm Alex. I'm playing Accrington Stanley, and my pronouns are he, they.
I am Siobhan. I continue to be the medium, and my pronouns continue to be he, him.
Hi, I'm Fionn, and I will be playing local himbo, Sir Rumpert Umpert. My pronouns are he and him.
Hello, I'm Mo, and I play Eli Swalthorn, and my pronouns are they, them.
Hi, I'm Felix. My pronouns are they, them, and I play as Countess Valentina Lisitsa.
Hi, I'm Amy. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Pipsa the Hog-Hag.
Last time on Le Channel Horreur, there was a meeting with two different interesting women. One was Placide Dubois, a druid who lives out in the woods, and the other was Manon Dufault, the head of a faction seeking religious liberty from the lunatic puritanical ravings of the bailiff, Ami de Cateret.
The spell was a real good shout there.
Yeah.
The spell was a real good shout. Before we proceed, I would like to clarify that Eli Swalthorn's pronouns are thick and boy.
Yeah, I heard fiance he dim.
Damn.
He do be dim sometimes.
Hog and hag.
the Countess is pronounced being
cunt
being
and
pussy
bitch.
and cunt.
Cold and bitch.
Strong feelings there.
Accrington's pronouns, of course, being weasel and scrump.
Rumpert Scrumpert. Carry on.
It is scrump criminal activity.
Before we return to our friends in the woods, we return to our friends who are making their way towards Rosaire Hamlet. As you are departing Fisherman's Cottage, Manon runs over to you, shepherding Pipsa's hogs, and says, wait. If there's anything you would ask of me, ask me now. Right. Who wants to make the bargaining roll for Spiritus Liberalis? Because Manon is the head of a faction.
What do I do for a bargaining roll?
Is it not icebreaker? Because or has the ice been broken?
Oh, the ice has been broken. You broke it with Emily de Vic. And then you got her curiosity because you killed those Campican in front of her.
Right. But same faction. Cool.
Same faction.
Well, we don't necessarily need to bargaining roll right now, unless if there is something we need of her. Like you can come back to the cottage later once you know what you want.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's true.
I'm fine
I
with
think
that. I
that's
don't think we
yeah.
need anything from them at the mo.
Maybe a more opportune person to get some bargains off.
Yeah.
Well, Manon bids you adieu again, returns to your hogs.
Manon comes out and says, mechanical benefit? And we go, no.
As she returns to her cottage, you see those that were in the cottage have started to drift away to go about their day's business. And we shall drift with them to the Bluebell Woods, where Placide Dubois is leading you to a great big old tree at the heart of the woods.
First, can I ask how far away that cave is so I could maybe return my eyeball to its socket?
Oh, you're on a separate island to where your eyeball is.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Don't worry.
Did the eyeball see anything overnight?
Yeah, have we been informed of what your eyeball has seen?
Yeah, has the eyeball seen anything, Siobhan?
Legolas, what does your a detached eyeball see?
An excellent question. In the night, what your eyeball saw was two men come poking about the altar of Deus, look annoyed, and then leave.
Do I know what they look like?
If you see those two men again, you will recognize them.
I want to know what they look like now. Okay, very well.
Be the two men in the swan.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Oh, of course, you're going to the Swan before Rosair Cottage. We shall join you there after we have seen what Placide has to show the boys.
Accrington is bewaring structural weaknesses in nearby trees. Can I take a clue for scared rat boys?
You can take a clue for scared rat boys.
The clue's name is going to be rat waiters, and they are scared. Afraid. They do not have any of the soup of the day left.
No.
To be fair, it's cannellini beans and chorizo, and it's hard to turn that down. So what are we seeing as we getting into the wood?
Indeed, there are trees. Indeed, there are a great many bluebells. Hence the name of the wood. As she leads you into the south part of the wood, Placide shares with you a suspicion of hers. It is my suspicion that Marot de la Haye is more than she seems. I have sensed a magical presence around her ever since the first day we met.
More so than, say, yours or mine?
I would say more than mine, closer to yours, Sir Rumpert.
Interessant.
Out of character, what do we know about Marriott de la Haye?
Marriott de la Haye is the woman who whole family was in the
Right.
got burned to death.
Cool.
So it sounds like she might be an inquisitor, or at least someone of Rumpert's level of skill with druidry, which is interesting if her whole family died and then.
Was she the intended target?
Or the family was the target and it was an attempt to weaken a sort of a guardian power on the island. Tell me, the De La Hayes, were they as, like you, protectors and guardians of the island itself?
Marriott was born on the island. She was raised here. She moved away some years ago, and she returned. She returned perhaps 3 years ago with her family.
And when she returned, what happened?
She entered into the employ of Sir Thomas. She served well. She is well liked. Well liked by most.
Who did not like her?
Cataray?
And the salt merchant, Osborne Napoleon.
Cosbert Napoleon.
Osborne Napoleon.
Where might we
Salt
find
merchant.
this Osborne?
Saint-Pierre-Port. There's a house there.
Saint-Pierre or Saint-Peter?
She looks at you as if you are a mule
don't speak this. I do apologize. I'm a fish out of water.
C'est Saint-Pierre.
Okay.
Saint-Pierre. There are 2 Saint-Pierres on the island, Saint-Pierre Paul, Saint-Pierre Dubois. Ah! As I have said, look upon them.
Which
And
one
you
of those
turn-
out of character? Which one is it? Saint Pierre, Saint Peter Port.
Saint-Pierre Port is where Osborne Polion is.
It's confusing. I want my notes.
She presents to you a large old tree at whose roots are a collection of small figures under blankets with little satchels around them, little weapons near their satchels.
Are any of them awake?
One is arousing at the sound of your approach, and you see there are 2 little rodent ears twitching above the blanket.
I'm gonna halloo them in Celtic, and say, "Hello, brothers. Do we? How are we today?"
The one who was just waking shoots up, and the others start to scramble. One who shoots up, he says, "Magicians! Magicians! Oh, Christ! Oh, Jesus!
Not all
No,
of us,
no.
little
Wait.
man. Not all
Not
of us.
trying to have a fight now. Just here to have a little wee chat.
Ah. All right, boys. On to chat."
Sorry, are they replying in Celtic or?
Yes, they are replying in Celtic.
Right, I don't say anything then. Unless the word magician in Celtic sounds like magician. Probably doesn't.
How many of them are there? About what?
It's 5.
Just 5. Okay, that's fine. So Rumpert maintains a distance between them. It's just like, hear from the from old Plessy here that you got a bit of the old fears up you. Care to tell us why?
What will you offer us if we speak to you?
Oh well, I'm sure that
What-
my friend
What
here
are they saying? What are they saying?
they're saying that they want something from us. So I could give them. Oh, give me one of your demon bits. Give me one of your demon bits.
Gentlemen,
Where?
I see that you are collectors of vast capital wealth.
Englishman.
Indeed. You see, the world moves in circles very quickly these days. The streets of London and Paris are indeed awash with money changing hands at vast speeds. Here on this little island, we do not see money change at quite this pace. But you, sirs, are, as I see, fine purveyors of goods and fortunes, which I, with a small investment myself, going in at the same time of, and I take out one of the Cramplekin organs, little Goatman heart, might be able to make some waves in one of the great cities.
They look around at each other.
I
And
will
they're
not
all
just offer you this, but I will offer you this and much, much more if we combine our resources.
the Ratboys are all stood up now, huddled together in conference. Yeah, he says he's going to give us money. How much money? He says he talks of investment. What's investment? Should I stab him? No, don't stab him yet.
Every conversation with Accrington involves some conversation about who we should stab who.
All right, Accrington, persuade these rats of your investment opportunities.
Can I give him a knowledge die?
I think I'll be using
If you
accountancy and
may.
trade. But I could probably do with some help.
Yeah, I'll give you some help.
So if I would argue that if this was going to be a genuine investment opportunity, it would be insight. I would also argue if it was a complete lie, it would be skullduggery. Fortunately, they're exactly the same. So I will roll 5d6 because I've got my accountancy and trade. I'm getting help from Rumpert with the Celtic, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 intelligence and both insight and skullduggery. So boop. 2 successes.
Nice.
Very well. Seamus, take the man some money. And one of the rats picks up a little pouch and comes running over to you.
Yeah. So can I trade a Krampelkin organ for this money so that I essentially just sort of like sell the organ to them?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I think that seems good because no investments happening. I'm just sort of like pawning off these fucking goat organs. Sorry, demon goat.
Where we took
So
these
Accrington,
organs
you pick
from,
up one resource for swindling these here Ratboys and giving them some organs.
we got those their organs from a few Krampkin we killed last night.
I heard you've been quite worried about their existence on this island. A being like that might cause an issue with the greasing of the wheels of trade on Guernsey.
Do you know what, Englishmen, they have?
Mm.
Bloody well, we came here to do as you usually do. And what's
Fair
that, boys?
business.
Steal! Steal.
I call it
Aye.
fair business.
Right you are. We steal things here. We go back to the Fae. We sell the things. They like human curiosities. But trouble here, there's the goat men, and there's blighted spirits, and there's him in this fucking tree.
The what?
Who's in the tree?
Cather! Cather Ahmed is here.
Who the fuck is that?
He's a Dullahan.
You
in
fucking
the
kidding
tree.
me? In the tree?
Hey, he and his horse, they sleep in this tree.
You
Why?
Well, if we fucking knew there was a Dullahan in this fucking island, we wouldn't have bloody come, would we? And now, the only door back to the Fae is blocked by Cather.
do you know what has brought Cather here?
Black magic, we reckons.
He's here to
Cather!
punish, is he?
Oh, Cather is famous for it. He hates black magic. We hear he has been riding the roads, accusing people.
Accusing people of what?
Of being witches. He goes around, he steals them back to the tree. We've seen it. He questions them. I do not know how I have no idea how he questions them. Throws them out. Very strange to see a Dullahan not kill people. Mighty strange indeed.
Who have you seen thrown out? Could you give us a description?
Oh, many farmers. Many farmers. People
did
are
they remember?
terrified. The thing is, he throws them out. They see us. We robs them. They run off, so we don't get to talk really.
Standard business plan. Little friends. If we wanted to talk to the Dullahan, could you facilitate that?
Accrington is incredulous hearing this.
I want to talk to Cather. God,
Would you be
Well,
up for it? We are also hunting the black magic on the island. We want you to return home so you can continue business as normal, as much as we want to slaughter a witch and bathe in its blood.
oh, I shall. He whispers to one of his compatriots. sure. All right. And the rat boy springs up into the air and just starts tunneling into the ground really quickly. Vanishes from view.
Good God, now!
This is deeply disconcerting, but yeah, let's do it now.
Fucking hell! Rumpert, we'll get
Steal
fucking
yourself,
killed!
brother. Not if we talk
After-
very well.
After a few moments, the rat boy returns, shakes the dirt from his fur. His fur is stumbling. His horse, Bradboard, she says to come back later, and he will test your resolve.
Better not be fucking me then.
Test our resolves. All right then, sure. Well, we'll find someone whose resolve needs testing, or something like that, won't we? Now, you guys, are you going to be dropping?
Wait. He said that there is one who claims to have title on these islands.
Eli.
Hey, him. He says, if there is a lord here, and the lord has not kept his land, he must test the lord's resolve. Well, he said through the horse.
So, Eli must return to this spot tonight.
Aye.
Well, I'll let him know. And
That's just shame. Seemed like a nice boy with a vast amount of capital wealth.
okay, so Eli needs to meet the Dullahan. So they mentioned the Dullahan, and then they also mentioned some spirits, disquieted spirits. Are those the ones that have been plaguing the townspeople?
As we hear it, what is the word they? I think I have seen them before. They out to the west of the island. Well, we went to try and steal from there, and we ran into some sort of returned creatures.
Returned from the grave, I assume.
Yes, but they had no bodies.
Oh,
And when they did have bodies, the bodies were quite dreadful, I should say.
we've heard of some spirits. This is not new information, fortunately. But it's very helpful, gentlemen. Might I offer you a proposition?
What's that?
Well, I give you I do have, and I unwrap another like bundle of organs. I do have a few more of these. They were simply going to waste. I mean, it's been 12 hours already, and I imagine they can't keep for much longer. So I thought that some discerning gentlemen such as yourselves might take use of them. In return, I might just expect a favor of your assistance with those little daggers and knives that you possess.
They huddle together again. Right, so let's get more organs. More organs, you say. Are we going to stab him now? No, we don't stab him yet. All right. Shall I steal his purse? Maybe later. Maybe
Stabbing other people for.
Maybe if we kill this, they might give us more stuff. Hey, might give us more stuff. Give us the innards!
Yes. And while we work together, I'll give you a short, as I'm calling it, seminar on business acumen and modern day business technique that might see used to making many more waves on the island in financial endeavors.
Right. Well, I don't understand any of that, but here's a whistle.
You soon? What?
Here's a whistle.
Great.
We, being as we are, cannot simply stride about the town. If there is trouble, blow on the whistle. We will come.
Very well. Well, here are your organs, and I'll take your little whistle.
Right. Right, boys. Let's go to the nearest pub, steal all the ale, come back here. Hurrah!
Enjoy, friends.
And off the rat boys toddle to do more theft.
I just kind of keep looking up at the tree with the Dullahan in it, and I just I walk over to it. Is it like, what is the health of the tree?
Oh, it looks to be in very fine health.
Okay, I take a leaf just from the ground, wherever I can see like a leaf that's clearly fallen from the tree, and I pound it and I make a little tincture, and I cheers towards Plessy and Accrington, and I take a big swig, and I'd like to do Gossetti Goig again.
Right. You fall into your trance. The world falls away. And you are looking up from a disembodied perspective at the tree as it shakes during a great storm. And in the front of the tree, it starts to sort of gently pry itself apart. And within, there is a green light issuing from it. And then out of the light starts to form the shape of a large horse. Then atop the horse, a dark figure. Druid, I see you look at me in your vision. You are not the Lord here. And if he fails his test, I shall kill thee all. The tree closes again, and the world drifts back into view for you.
Rumpert stands up, turns to Accrington, and looks like very worried and says, "The Dullahan doesn't know my name, and I don't know, I feel a bit disappointed about it. They might kill Eli and the rest of us, but not really made a name for myself. I feel a bit disappointed, to be really. Anyway, should we go get a drink?"
Yes, certainly. Possibly in a pub other than where the Ratboys are going to rob.
Very well. Where did we say we were going to meet the group afterwards? Was it at the...
Oh, at the Barra du Vale. So your nearest pub to there is probably one in St. Sampson.
Okay, well, we'll head to St. Sampson then. Bid Plessy a good day and say that I'll message her if we need her.
Good day to you. And I hope that your young friend does not get himself murdered by the spirit in the tree.
So do I. I'm quite attached to him. I'm sure he'll do fine. He's very strong.
Speaking of Eli, Thick Boy, Swollthorn, that name will become longer and more objectifying every time we get to it. We, at the White Swan on the island of you have been here for a little while. And yes, Pipsa, because it's the middle of the day, the people are out fishing. But as you were arriving, you did spot two fishermen leaving the White Swan that did very much look like the men who were skulking around the altar of Deus.
Can we intercept before they leave, or are they already on their boats?
They're already on their boats, but you sort of, as you were approaching, Pipsa, because you were walking backwards, you really noticed them as they were going the other way.
How far away from the shore are they?
Oh, they are like 3 minutes away. The harbour is right next to the White Swan.
Do we want to stop them?
Yes, we do.
Should we try and make like a distraction? Should I throw a pig in the water? Maybe
No.
slow them down, or
We just sprint at them.
Wait, is
shouting?
there a way for me to jump from somewhere higher onto their boat?
Not really.
I presume I can't just jump. It's not close enough, is it?
could I?
It's not.
Ooh, could I pole vault? Could I like pole vault using my quarterstaff?
I want to see this. I want to. I want to see an act of intense athleticism from Pipsa the Hog Hag.
Okay.
Are you skilled in athletics?
No.
Wait, how small is she?
I'm 5'8".
That's not good. How small is Eli?
5 foot. Could he take the
Can I
pole?
throw you?
Should we try both? I want to roll.
All right, Pipsa, you roll to pole vault,
Okay.
and Countess, you roll to throw Eli. Throw Eli.
Is this brawn or
What did I do
weaponry?
wrong?
Little
Obey
space
direction.
between the R and the number.
Can I lend my dexterity or?
You can lend your dexterity to
I
this,
did it.
and you'll be doing.
I did it!
Pole vaulting hog hag. Backwards pole vaulting,
That's what I learned in the cult in Finland.
There's a
and that's
success.
a success.
Valentina picks up and throws Eli.
Yeet!
Who gets there first?
So Pipsa,
Imagining one hand cupping his buttocks perfectly, just like Colossus and Wolverine.
I more imagine that they noticed that they were there, and then it was just like an immediate action where she like just grabs him and just
Eli's quite used to this manhandling thanks to Rumpert.
yeah, it happens so much.
It's not uncommon.
Bitches love to pick up Eli.
But this is not manhandling,
So,
this is mummy handling.
you go vaulting and being flung towards the fishermen. So this sort of clattering into them. They fall down because you've landed among them.
From the shore, Valentina will pull out a gun and point it at them and will shout, "Answer their questions."
So are we in amongst these two men, or are they on the floor? Or are we
Ye-
stood in front of them?
You've sort of fallen on them, and then you have to get up to regard each other.
I excuse our rude interruption. We couldn't let you leave before you answer.
The fisherman looks stunned. Oh, pardon? Have we done
Back
something
to
wrong,
the
my
shore.
lord?
We want to ask about what do they know? What do you know about the fire that happened here?
The fire. We live towards Bordeaux. We simply come here to fish. The waters have been troubled, as you have seen, so we thought it safer here.
We were told that you were here when the fire happened, no?
We were told that they changed their fishing route.
Oh.
You would like to know why.
Ah.
Well, after the shipwreck and the trouble on the mainland, we thought it might be safer to fish inshore. Here it is guarded from the storm, or was more guarded. The seas have been rough these last few weeks.
Ask them about the fucking cave. That's Valentina still on the shore.
Pipsa, your eyes seen?
Yeah, I can't really be like, my eye. I've seen you
Actually,
guys.
maybe you could say that you've seen it with your eye, and then if they don't want to answer, just show your. Actually, is your spell still active, or is that on a particular group?
That's on the other people, but I can use guilty pleasures, so I could get them to answer me honestly anyway. Should I just tell them about my eye, or do you think that'll just freak them out?
You could say that you
Tell them
see
about your eye, and then take out a pig and make it squeal.
I think I'd just say to them, I know that you've been poking around a cave. What are you doing poking in such places?
Both of the fishermen pale. You have seen us.
Yeah,
But ow!
I'm gonna lift up a little bit of my veil so that they can see my eyeball missing.
She has eyes in mysterious places, let's say.
Oh, I suppose if we are humbled, we must tell you the truth. We had heard that some of the cousins of the gurus had been hiding plunder from the ship in the altar, and we went to search, and all we could find was bits of leaves.
Why were you, like, who told you that they were hiding stuff there?
Gul himself. Gul Guru gets drunk and tells everyone everything.
Where might we find Google?
Google.
The Google?
Gul Guru lives near Bordeaux.
What does he look like?
He is short, plump. He has just normal hair and odd. He has a beard but no mustache, and that I've always found strange.
That is very strange.
I feel like these men know more.
Should I? What should we ask them? Like, is there anything in particular that people want to find out or ask? Because if I use my guilty pleasures, they'll tell me anyway. But should we think of like a particular thing to ask them? Any ideas from the
We
party?
thought that they'd know more about the fire, but they've not really said anything specific.
Okay.
We could threaten them.
If I
You
should
want
I?
me to shoot at you?
No. You might shoot the pig. If I use my guilty pleasures, can I ask them to tell me? Actually, firstly, I want to know what their guilty pleasure is, so let's just do that.
For the audience, might you read out guilty pleasures, please, Amy?
Yeah. So with guilty pleasures, 3 times per day, you may infer someone's guilty pleasure. If you engage in this with them, then you are able to ask the medium a question about them, which they will answer honestly. This is either you asking the person directly or inferring about them.
Do you want to use it twice, once in Udon and once in Pashal, or only the once in one of them?
What do we think? Twice?
I would say just once on one of them.
Okay. The once then.
You size up Udon.
Can I whack him a little bit with my grandfather's head?
Yeah! And you lean towards him and whisper in his ear, "Are you wearing ladies' undergarments?"
Oh, yeah.
Udon, his eyes boggle. Ah. Yes.
Do you want them?
Now this means you're perfectly within your right to kill the both of them and put them in the sea.
We will be
I
doing
will,
that.
but after. Would you like my pants? A little sniff?
And at this, Michelle looks at Udon with his sort of a squinted gaze. Are you wearing my wife's underwear again?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
What a strange bonding moment.
I'm not sure if I like that.
Well, you could just start him. You could just offer him some more bloomers, and he may enjoy those.
More pants? I carry lots. Would you like my pig's pants?
Do you have any silky bloomers?
Mm-hmm. I have 2 pairs because I like to double them up sometimes.
I would take a pair of silky bloomers, he says, blushing furiously.
Okay, I'm gonna take off my pants, I guess. Here you go.
Thank you. What would you like to know?
I want you to tell me everything you know about the fire.
I have come to suspect that it was an accident. I've come to suspect, from things I hear from other fishermen, from salt workers, that someone may have been hired by someone to find out something, and it went awry.
Who?
This I do not know.
Do you know of anyone who does? No? Or who did you hear this rumor from?
I heard it from salt-pan workers. I heard it from the foreman, Alexandre Gos.
Well, we're going back at some point anyway, so
We have a name.
Okay.
is that what you shout back at me?
We have a name!
Can Eli dump these 2 in the water?
Yeah, can we tip them over the
get
side of the
them to
boat and just
swim
steal their
back?
boat?
What are you gonna do with the boat? They're not very far away. They'll probably swim back and get it. You could just get them to bring you back instead of having to swim. Miss
Quite
no
like to
naked.
pole vault again. Just to style on them, style it out.
Can Eli like piggyback on you?
Yeah.
we all
Should I? Can we do that? Can we pole vault back together?
I need you to make a test for that, because it's most silly.
Get another
Athletics
die
again,
from Eli.
or
'cause
I can give you dexterity or athletics.
athletics, please? Okay.
Otherwise, this is going to be the worst.
Yeah, we did it.
Triple success.
So you then simply vault back up the shore to join in the Countess.
Sure, we should start the gymnastics club or
That was
something.
quite impressive.
It was so sick.
Alrighty. So the reason that you were going to the White Swan, you've already had, so you should probably head towards Rosseur anyway.
Well, hey.
We are
Nice.
going. How long does it take us?
Oh, it's a quarter of an hour walk, but it's still just a short jaunt down.
Okay. Can we do another magical perception, please, on this stuff? And well, actually, can we go straight into towards where the remnant of the house is, so that Eli can maybe look around and see if there's anything that looks amiss, skullduggery wise.
So you come towards Rosseur. You find again Genevieve Pettigrew, except this time she is ordering men and women about to help in the building of the roof of a house.
Oh, while these
Oh!
go and look, can I ask her, Madam, I have heard of a long string of people about someone who made someone who asked someone to look for something and it didn't go right, and then boom, this whole hamlet is dead. What is that about?
If I were a betting woman, I would say Osborne Napoleon?
Sorry, have you heard of this man before?
He was
We
the
have,
guy
Yeah.
he's a salt merchant in Saint Pierre Port.
Doesn't like Marriott do hay.
Right.
Hey.
Salty.
Indeed.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. I shall investigate further. Now I must rejoin my companions. Good day.
Good day. So, at the ruins of the Delahaye house, how would you like to proceed in your poking about?
And I
Well,
look
could
for
you? They
anything
do
else.
another faint magical thing to see if this was
Yeah.
magical. I know that we know, but you know, if
If
they
I do perception and take a magical knowledge from Pipsa.
the one eye
Yep.
who was there.
Yes, you may.
Ooh.
Again, it will only give you a generalized sense, as Pipsa does not have any specific magical knowledges.
I just have surgery, but
That's a success.
Huzzah!
the rolls are coming through today.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Very celebratory music.
From looking at the ruins of the Delahaye house, with Pipsa again muttering what exactly to look for, you pick up a much stronger magical presence here, and it is an intermingled one. There is a kind of magic that you saw around Manon Dufault, but there's also something sinister sort of mixed with it.
Okay, so we know that. Well, I mean, we don't know, but as the party, we know that this one is the most magical out of the other women who don't live in the forest, and the sinister stuff might be whoever this is, whoever's doing this is. Is there like any object or like any bits of the remains that have like a bit more potency to them, so that we can just like smack them out and take them with us for someone to like have a more knowledge look at?
Somebody do me a scavenging roll.
Ooh, not me. Not
Not
me.
me either.
I can do it.
Scavenge
you-
away, Pipsa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
holy shit.
True.
Success! Pipsa, you pour over the remnants of the house, and you uncover
Yeah.
a bronze cross. A small bronze cross.
Cute. Can I keep it?
You can keep the small bronze cross.
I'm gonna add that to my things.
Can we also infer how this building is fallen apart?
Ooh.
Whether
Is
it
that
was an
just-
inside job or an outside job.
Could we do that through a perception check? Or
An insight with architecture?
Does anyone have architecture?
I've got agriculture.
I do.
So does Valentina.
Oh, good.
Well, give me an insight with an architecture there, Valentina.
Yay!
Woohoo!
It worked. Of course.
Valentina determines through her inspection of the ruin that the fire, from the pattern the fire seems to have made, it appears that it started upstairs and moved downstairs.
Oh, how much intelligence do you have, small man? Small man? Small
Sorry.
Tom?
Was that
The intelligence.
how many intelligence?
Yes.
2.
Could you do have like inside perception or something, blah, blah, whatever.
I have perception and skullduggery and
Could you
medicine.
do Siobhan, can you decide what kind of check they need to do with a cryptology from me to see if there's anything like hidden or like, I don't know, a trap door or like I'm not sure what I'm looking for. Just secrets.
All right. This will be a challenge. I will require 2 successes for this.
Mm.
Eli, you can make that there perception roll with the cryptology. Do you have cryptology yourself, Eli?
I
No.
do.
Well, then with the cryptology from our friend the Countess, how many dice does that give you with your perception, your intelligence, and an extra dice from the Countess?
4.
Well, then roll me 4d6.
Oh god.
You got it.
Come on.
2 successes.
Yeah!
Oh my God! Just running away with it now, Eli.
Suck it, Siobhan.
There's not been a
Crits.
like a failure all of
Don't
today's
jinx
session.
it. Why did you even say it? Why did you even say that out loud? Fuck it. Jesus.
Sorry.
In
Secrets,
your
do they?
poking about,
I'm sure that everyone's being very fastidious and disciplined. And Valentina, every time she touches something, like disgusting. So much muck. These people live like pig.
Hey.
Sorry. No offense to this small pig.
you lift away rubble, Eli.
Mm.
You do a bit of cleaning. And you note that burned into the ground, there is something that looks nothing so much like one of the magical seals that Armitage uses.
Ooh.
Huh. Shall I sketch this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have fine art.
Wait, Armitage is a...
Is our is
A ritualist.
Oh, he's a ritualist. Okay, sorry. I was like, I thought we were the same. We're not.
I'm assuming identify what type of seal it is.
No, because we don't have any like we're stupid.
We are stupid.
But yeah, I'll just sketch it and I'll just say it's there and maybe confront Mario when we meet her. Okay, fun, cool. Are we done?
Do
Can
you
we
wish
leave?
to do you wish to depart the island of Herm?
Well, we'll check with the man at the Swan and find out if we can leave, because I don't think we've been here for too long. But if it's gone into midday, then
Oh, midday, yeah.
perhaps waits. I mean, you know what? If he says he can sail, then whatever, it doesn't matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So back to the White Swan for thee.
Yes.
You find said fisherman Rodolphe.
Wait, the one with the pants?
No, that was Udon. He and Pascal have gone off to fish
Good.
with the silky
What a
bloomers that he
creep.
has for you. Are you wearing my wife's knickers? You get back to the White Swan. Rodolphe halloos you. Oh, friends! It gets towards midday. Are you sure you wish to sail?
If we can get back to the land, we have business.
Well,
I am strong. I can also, whatever you do, paddleboard.
it's a sailboat, my lady.
I can blow wind. Let us go.
So you have embarked again.
To be fair, I do have transport, so if this helps, us
That
get
actually
bu-
would help.
I do.
Very much would help.
Wait. Let me. I have 3 in fitness and 1 in transport.
Oh my God, you're actually really great on a boat.
Do you want me to roll for this? Actually, is that
Only if something comes up.
okay.
So as you are sailing back, you'll be passing over into the afternoon. You start to encounter strangely rough seas. It was calm, and now the water starts to really turn on you. And this is the time for a test.
Let's see if I can do anything.
Can I lend you anything?
No need.
2 successes.
Way.
But with the help of the Countess, Rodolphe steadies the boat towards St. Sampson's Harbor, as that's where you told him you had to head.
Can the two of you do another one of your perception blends to find out if this is magical? Don't know if it would necessarily manifest, but if you get an impression, that would be enough.
Or whether the ocean's
storm.
roughness.
Oh, 2 successes.
How
On a
lovely.
roll, yeah.
As the boat is being steered towards St. Sampson's, Eli, you catch within the waves strange shapes. You aren't quite sure whether it's just the way the water looks, but it's odd to you.
Yeah, something's definitely up.
And that is a marvelous time with you arriving at the harbour, you fellas being at a pub in St. Sampson's, for the party to rejoin each other and share what you know and your suspicions.
I was under the impression, sir, and you will not find it too forward, I hope, that High Brazil was fictitious. But I have seen it with your very own eyes.
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? The seals, did you see the breadth of their stomachs?
Yes, you focused on that a great deal.
It was very hard for me to ignore it, you see. Their hair was so thick.
But it confuses me. Why do you speak with every accent in Europe if you have a very definite location from whence you came?
Oh, no, that is not where I am from. That is simply a place that was, entrusted to me. I, in truth, have no real memory of where I am from, and it seems to flitter about in my head as a butterfly might in a hurricane.
It is at this
It
point.
is as much used to control where I know where I'm from.
At this point, Valentina will kick open the doors with the most thunder she's got in her, and she looks miserable. She is drenched. Her hair is everywhere. She will scream, "Drinks!" and then she will go, just tromping all the way to Rumpert and say, "Sir Rumpert, God, why did I go French? Sir Rumpert, please, some fire."
Yes, madam. And I just ignite I just go poof, and just a blaze appears in my 2 fists. I just kind of like gently move it around the Countess.
Valentina uses that to waft her hair and dry her fur. I fucking hate this scene.
Dear party, what are your suspicions at the moment? What theories do you have floating around?
Well, we do have to deal with the worm, and we do have to talk to the salt workers again and find out more about that guy. Here's another person for you to spy on, Eli, if we don't have
Osborne
time.
Napoleon. Yeah.
But I think you also need to tell Eli that he needs to face challenges.
I'm gonna kind of like take Eli to one side and explain what the Doulahan told me, and be like, "Do you want me to come with you? I can wait outside of the tree and make sure that I might get drunk with the Ratboys, but at a certain point, I will be there for you."
I would very much appreciate that.
Very good, my friend. Very good.
In case the Doulahan decides to kill us all.
Also,
Yes, but I wouldn't worry about that. I feel that your heart is true and you will pass this test. This is your land and your country and your people, and I feel confident.
Thank you, Jared Leto.
Oh, God.
He's a real firecracker.
Oh, God. Oh, Christ.
Sutton. You must the face of the Doulahan.
I've not seen it.
Can Rumpert recognize the symbol I've drawn? You know, all mulchy and kind of half wet as it is.
I don't know. Do I need to do a roll for each one?
You need to do a recall.
A recall test. So my knowledges that I think might be useful are Druidic and Fey, folklore, heraldry and genealogy, demonology and bound taxonomy, along with Slavic and Romantic languages. So there's a possible 6 there.
Okay, you can drop those languages right out of there, and you can you can drop heraldry and genealogy out of there. So you get 4, 3.
That's 3. Does anyone else have another any other things that could apply?
Cryptology and history.
I've got classics.
Any of those useful?
Celtic.
No, you two can't help.
Pipsa, you got anything?
For what? Sorry.
Just look at your knowledges.
Yeah, I know, but like, what
That might be
would
helpful in
help me?
deciphering a sign. I don't know, just read out some new languages.
I've got civil law, psychology, folklore, agriculture, theatre and dance, herbalism.
Pipsa, you can put in your herbalism and your folklore.
Oh, thanks.
Any
Countess, anything?
No, all of hers are worldly.
All right.
Okay.
Rumpert, give me 3 dice, and Pipsa, 2.
Wait, am I
3
giving
successes.
2?
Whoa.
2. 3 successes. Good lord.
No,
Oh, Jesus.
the jinx is
A
finally caught up
devil's
with you.
bargain?
No, 3 successes. No.
Yeah, I'm going to say no thanks. No, thank you, Mr. Devil.
Right. What you want to know there, Rumpert?
I'm going to say, what is the origin of this seal? Is my first question.
The seal is ritual magic.
So it's a ritual. So it's the leftover of a ritualist then.
Yes.
And this was found in the burnt house. This isn't one of my questions. This is just a clarification thing. So the seal was found in the burnt house, and it is definitely a ritual magic seal. So that's one question. Second question is this a protect? Would this be used to protect something?
This you cannot define because the ceremonies themselves are separate to the seals.
Okay. Does that count as one of my questions?
Yes.
Oh wait, then what's the effect of the seal? I know that we don't have a ritualist here.
Well, yeah.
but-
Can my second question be like, what was the effect of the seal? Then, rather than just having me waste a question.
All right. This is a herald seal.
Oh, the angel.
So it
one.
does the angel one.
Yeah. So somebody did fly to the island, or off the island. Makes Melon de Fort's question mighty suspicious.
Maybe then we should wait to see Mario when we get Armitage back.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll see Mario when we've got Waluigi.
16 points from Ravenclaw.
Okay, so last question then. So we've got it's a ritual magic seal, it's specifically the Herald's seal. Are there any other questions that I should ask that anyone can think of? Because I'm drawing a blank.
No, I think it's fine to have missed on a question.
Okay, then. Is there any way to tell who made this seal? Well,
Nope,
who
but
made
I
it?
can tell you it was made with great skill.
Okay, that's good enough.
Creation. Okay, so this herald seal, it's ritual magic, which means it has to be done in sanctified ground. And it was found in the burnt-up house of the Dufaus,
Of the Delahaye.
of the Delahays. So it means that the Delahays are were likely very powerful inquisitors or magicians of their own right who were murdered. At which point things started to go wrong in the island and darkness started to descend, is Rumpert's hypothesis from all of this.
But if we had inquisitors in this area, wouldn't we know? By virtue of being part of the Inquisition.
Interesting point.
Not
Maybe
if an inquisitor had retired.
Yeah,
Oh, I
there we
see.
go.
But maybe I misheard, but I thought she came to the island alone.
No, she came with her whole family.
Oh,
She was
right.
from the island. She returned with her family 3 years ago.
Okay.
And how long ago was the fire? 6 months ago?
The
year.
fire was 1 year ago.
Okay. Okay, so our hypothesis is retired ritualist, family murdered a year ago, when presumably witches moved in and started doing something. Started doing stuff. And then the Dullahan is here to sort of wreak terrible revengeance.
Being as disgusted by black magic as he is.
Yes. Fantastic. Okay, so what are our next steps then, gang?
We should find Marriott de la Haye. Didn't mean Mario. Genuinely just trying to read my scratchy little notes. But tonight, what's the time?
Oh no, it's just like 2.
It is. It's about 2ish.
Okay.
We could maybe deal with the worm and then push Eli through a tree.
Well, do we want to have a big fight and then have a potential another big fight in the same afternoon?
I believe we should go to Saint Pierre Port and see this Osborne Napoleon.
Talk to Mr. Polian.
Oui.
Sorry, Eli, I
And
didn't
while
mean
we-
to. I didn't mean to imply that you would fail the test of resolve and result in all of us having to shoot a man already dead and some sort of mystical spirit from a tree. But
Accrington, don't be ridiculous. If the Dullahan decides to kill Eli, he will likely destroy all of us without very much difficulty. So, don't put pressure on you, my friend.
Oh, can Eli also
But we will
show
all surely die.
that he's seen stuff in the water?
Oh.
I completely forgot about that.
If would Rumpert know anything about that? About
Things in the water.
Rumpert may know things about
that
things in the
caused
water.
the storm. There was some shapes in the water as we were riding back.
Did you get a good look at them? Shapes in the water. It could be a fish. It could be a bear that has learned how to swim.
Described as dark, strange shapes. Unsure whether they were a creature.
This was in the middle of an inconvenient storm that ruined my hair.
It was simultaneous with a bizarre storm.
Recall check.
Yep. Recall for me again.
Another 3d6 for druidic, folklore, and demonology.
You can. Yes. Pipsa, you can throw in a folklore here.
Oh, thanks.
1 success.
Is it just 1 dice for me? Yeah. Sorry.
2.
What's up?
We both get a question.
Look at that.
So my question is, what kind of animal, what kind of creature goes around the water in storms?
From your knowledge of Druidic and Fey, Rumpert, you think it's probably hippocampus.
Oh, lovely.
There are
Is it?
water ponies. There are water ponies in the water.
Oh,
They will be good to speak to. Some of them can be very charming.
that sounds much less threatening than I was expecting.
Yeah, it does. Little
And
boy.
what's your inquiry of the... Now you know it's hippocampoi, what do you want to know about hippocampoi there? Pipsa.
Oh God. What do we want to know, friends?
What are the chances of them being dangerous to us?
Or like when are we most likely to see them? Maybe. Or do we already know that?
I would say
Oh,
it
since
best go
you-
for like, are they going to be hostile to people?
Since
Okay.
you saw them, like since you were there, could this recall matching with what you saw? Were they acting out of sorts, or is this what they do?
Are they
Yeah,
friendly?
was this unusual behavior for a hippocampi?
Okay.
The answer is, to that inquiry, yes. This was very strange behavior for hippocampi. They don't just normally summon up storms apropos of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
God, someone's fucking with like every part of this fucking island,
Yep.
Pretty much.
making a shithole work.
There is shit all up and down the place.
Where's Armitage when we need him?
I'm really
Aliens is
enjoying
pipes.
imagining Armitage is like Gandalf riding towards Minas Tirith during all this.
Really? Big hat.
The year 34, the 34th year.
I'm a seal deer, and this is my vein.
I'm the elf friend. Now, got that all right. Clip, clop, little shoes. Right. Anyway.
He's not even here. We're bullying him.
Well, you had two leads, Alexandre Goss, the foreman of the salt pans, and Osborne Pellion, the salt merchant himself. Alexandre Goss is at the salt pans near to where you are, and in Saint-Pierre Port is Osborne Pellion.
I say we head all together. We'll go via the salt pans to Saint-Pierre Port, and then we can, because that's also where the Delahaye residence is, isn't it?
Yes.
So then we can head up, head towards Saint-Pierre Port, check in and get some any information that we can on Osborne at the salt flats, then go meet with him while another group of us peels off and goes to talk to Mario Delahaye.
Does the party agree with this plan?
Yes.
Yeah, go on then.
Well then, you ride not very far. It is currently high tide, so you must take a little ferry at the church near the Bray du Vel. You get across to the salt pans. You head to their dorms, and you find them at a early supper, for they cannot currently work because of the high tide. And you see the foreman from before. This time he just sat on the box, having his supper. Bernard Groult is there among the salt pan workers also, having his own supper.
Guten Abend, gentlemen.
Well, they know me and sorry, the criminal. Entirely blanked out on his name.
Accrington.
Accrington.
There we go. So thank you, everyone.
Oh! Mesdames! And Alexandre Goss takes both of your hands and kisses them. Mwah! Mwah! A delight.
Excellent. You see, everyone, this is how to greet me. Now, how is your day?
I managed to get the workers out onto the flats for a while, and then they said they heard a rumbling, and one man said that his bucket was taken, and so we came back.
2 questions. Where is the rumbling and where is your boss?
Boss? I am the boss. I'm Alexandre Goss.
No. God, what do I mean?
The foreman or the
Our employer.
Osborne Pulliam.
Yes, employer, boss, you understand. Person who provides you with money.
Oh, Polion comes here once a week to look at the shipments, to do his accounts, and
That's
Then he-
fascinating. Where would we find him now?
at home, I would expect.
Right, where does he live?
He lives. Oh, mon Dieu. Ah, La Platon. He lives on La Platon in Saint-Pierre-Port.
Excellent. And now the rambling. Where is it coming from?
Today, I did moved away from the church and closer to Lily's and then it moved further up the channel until it stopped. I'd say by the Pont à l'Air.
Okay. No more questions from me. A delight as always.
The pleasure is all mine, madame.
I agree.
One last thing, old fellow. What do you think of your boss? What is his character?
He is a bastard.
Oui, understood. Merci. I've no more questions for the man.
Shall we proceed?
Mhm.
Yes.
So you head back to Saint-Pierre-Port, knowing now that he lives on Le Platon, which is to the south part, actually nearer to the town church, quite near the town church, Le Platon, and about a 10-minute walk from Castle Cornet. Do you want to try and find out where Marriott de la Haye lives from him or from someone else?
We'll find out that for someone else, I think.
Wait, no, we know where she
Person-
lives. We asked on the We asked on the.
No, you asked where she lived, but no one actually knew where her house was.
Right. Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll check with him then.
Right, you come to La Platon, you see the nicest house on the street, and imagine that that's probably where the salt merchant lives.
Valentina or I, shall we knock on the door? Would you like to do our old shtick?
But of course, can we also have small man for stealing?
Yes. Wonderful.
Steal your papers.
Eli, if we can get ourselves to sit in a nice room, and you say you must use the
Boudoir.
yes.
Okay. Well,
Gotcha.
time to use my props.
You hear a grunt, and then a fellow answers the door. Oh,
Hello. Greetings. Osborne Polion?
Mary,
Oh, you answered your own
and
door.
who might
Fascinating.
all of you be?
My name is Accrington Stanley. I represent the interests of Lady Valentina Lisitsa. She is my employer. Over there, we have our court knight, bodyguards, wise woman, and doctor.
Well, it is a delight to meet so many esteemed people.
Maybe come in.
Come, I shall have
Very good.
the maid fetch tea.
Is there anywhere I
Please.
might hang my gun?
Your gun. Oh, yes. He claps, and another maid appears and takes your weapons and says, "Come, monsieur, they shall be in the cloakroom, thank you."
Very good. Thank you.
She spirits them away. And how about the rest of you? Would you like to keep your weapons on you as you sit for tea?
I will not be parted from it, so we'll continue.
My weapon is my money.
I'm sure you'd love to part with that, wouldn't you? You old dog.
Quiet. Please sit. To what do I owe the pleasure of such mixed company?
we have been taking in the surroundings, the local environment, seeking somewhere where we might take up a holiday home of sorts. But unfortunately, we've come at quite the time, have we not?
Ooh, it is an interesting time indeed.
It is always in our interest when we visit a new location to make sure that a new piece can be arranged in some way. And so finding that your salt pan worker fellows are having a terrible time with some sort of pest on the flats was a concern for us, and we thought that we might be able to stimulate the local economies with some sort of dealing with such an issue.
A businessman. I like this.
Yes, that is my role, of course. But we would do this for you, almost as a charitable act, in exchange for certain pieces of information and assistance with our various other dealings on the island.
And maybe money, if you have it.
Yes, that too. Always that. And we can tell you have it.
You see, Accrington here, he is our business advisor. Our other business associate is currently evaluating properties. And it is suitable to us to know what other savvy businessmen are in the area, and also who is reluctant to expand. You conduct business from here, yes?
Yes, this is my home and my office. And
hint, nudge, nudge, Eli.
Albeit this conversation is hugely interesting. Might there be a boudoir where I can relieve myself?
Oh, yes. We have one of the very few private privies.
Our business partner would be delighted to hear. He is an expert in such things, you see. A master of what he calls plumbing.
If you would go to the first floor of the house and turn to your left, there, down the corridor, there is a privy so that the smell may not reach the rest of the house.
Oh, it's upstairs as well.
Eli potters off.
As Eli goes snooping, Polleon leans forward, the tea now having been bought, takes a sip. If you would kill whatever is stopping my men from working, I would be financially very grateful. I may also be able to place you deeper into the bailiff's trust. I have heard that you have spoken to him.
Yes, we've made our rounds. One person we were quite interested in speaking to, as she did appear to have an interesting history, and maybe one who we would enjoy the company of more often, is Marriott de la Haye.
De la Haye. Oh. What is your business with Marriott de la Haye?
The same
We do
business.
not know yet.
Well, if you insist on speaking to that woman, I believe she keeps a lodging on Well Road.
But you do not recommend it.
If you wish to be swindled, you may see my hotel.
I see. Who else?
Accrington is genuinely excited.
Rumpert wants to, and by extension me,
wants to do a little sniff and see if this guy has been close to any wizardry, because Rumpert knows that rich people tend to be evil.
All right, go for a little sniff.
I'm going to do
I do not
3d6.
appreciate the implication.
By that logic, Accrington is trying to make the world a better place.
2 successes for Von Brown.
Barbicus, Zip, nothing on them. No magic on this boy.
No magic on this boy. Very good. Okay.
A
This
man
is
after
just
my own heart.
This is just a rich person.
Ugh.
Am I picking up anything? Is there anything ambient, or is it just like I'm getting nothing?
In terms of ambient, no.
Thanks for that.
Okay. Do we see what Eli can find?
Yes, Eli. Engage in some skullduggery.
3. Yeah.
Nice. 2 successes.
Eli engages in snooping. Finds the study of Osborne
The jackpot.
and roots through his bookshelf until you recover his journal.
Ooh.
On a cursory look through his journal, you discover that he absolutely detests Marriott Delahaye. You find that this enmity has been there the entire time the woman has been on the island, and that he was always suspicious of her being a witch.
Ugh.
I see. Is that all I find? Or is there more to be learnt or pocketed or...
You could pocket his journal, but something else that you do find is there is a stray reference to Bernard Grult in the journal.
Have we heard that name before?
Yeah, as the lead salt flat worker.
No. Alexandre
No.
Gross is the lead foreman.
Oh.
Bernard Grult was the worker who led you to where the worm tracks were.
Ah. In what reference is to his name?
There is the sentence, Bernard Grult seems good for the work.
The work.
Hmm.
Well, go and use that loo.
I shall.
I love that there's a great excuse for it taking so long. It's genuinely new technology.
Like using a Japanese toilet.
It was quite the luxury.
You spend 10 minutes working out how to use the bidet. And then you can't go back.
I guess I shouldn't pocket the diary. That's too obvious.
You could take a page or something, take a note of the handwriting, because then you can replicate it at another point if we need to.
Can I do that? Do I have to roll or just take it?
Roll for accuracy. So give me an insight roll.
Mm.
That's a success.
Seamless.
Seamless.
Disposal of the paper.
So Eli makes a seamless copy of Osborne's handwriting for comparison later on.
Amazing. I bring myself back down to the table.
Do we want anything else from Osborne? Like, we sort of need to go kill the Hydra now, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, you currently don't know anything about how to kill the Hydra. Do you want to go and see if our man's done his research yet?
We should probably go see Delahaye, really. We're already here. What time is it now, actually?
It's quarter. Oh.
3, I imagine.
Yeah, it's 3:30 coming towards 4. So
Okay, do you
between,
reckon-
Delahaye might be helpful if she's
Yeah, I think-
more witchy.
We should go and see Delahaye.
so we shall conclude with your talk with Osmond Paulion.
Mhm.
Next time, you are off to see about Mario Delahaye, a Hydra, and Eli's challenge with the Dullahan.
Oh no,
You might get cool stuff out of it.
it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I mean, like it seems like you're going to become king of Guernsey or whatever. It's quite fitting that like Eli's got all of these Fey talents as well.
Yeah.
Weird.
But yeah.
Well, now I got some questions for you.
Oh yeah.
Have you made a new or useful ally in your fight against the Demon's Hand?
I mean, I got
Yeah,
some
the
rap
two
boys.
women.
Placide Dubois and the Ratboys, they do count.
my
That's a
favorite
prestige
band.
for everyone from that.
Ayo.
Woo.
Placide Dubois and the Ratboys. I love it.
My second question. Have you learned a new detail in your hunt for the Demon's Hand?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
We know that the house was deliberately burned down and that things have gotten worse since then. And almost like there was some sort of like ritual protection happening in the house. So some sort of like confrontation must have occurred.
And the horses.
We know that there's hippocampi, as well as a possible dragon.
Also, the Dullahan is like
These are all
chill.
It's like super chill.
the Dullahan is currently super chill. He's not even gonna like just kill your cause.
I mean, like, yeah, like as Dullahans go, he's chill.
So that is another prestige for the entire party. A great deal was learned. And the third question is individual. Rumpert, have you forged a closer bond with any of your fellow Inquisitors?
I devoured the mind of Accrington Stanley.
And he yours. So yes, Accrington, that also counts for you too.
Yep.
Eli, have you forged a closer bond with any of your fellow Inquisitors?
I would argue being thrown by the Countess.
Yeah, we did Olympics.
Yep.
As
Yeah,
well
you
as
did do that.
piggybacking with Pipsa on the vault pole.
Yes, your athletic pursuits have given you another prestige. That's 3 prestige for Eli, 3 for Rumpert, and 3 for the criminal Accrington Stanley. Countess, you flinging Eli counts as your prestige for that. And Pipsa, you pole vaulting with Eli on your back also counts for that. So that's 3
fair,
prestige for all.
We also did loads of like roles together, so we did work. We weren't
As a
just together;
team.
we did work together when we
Yes.
were on the little island.
Yeah.
You did work together a lot on the island of So 3
Sweet.
prestige
We're
for
on
the
team.
whole
I
party.
think I've leveled up.
Yeah, I'm rank 5 now, and that means I get a squire.
Oh, a squire for Accrington Stanley, my God.
It also means that that Pipsa gets a squire as well.
I don't want one. I just want another pig.
Big squire.
What's the
I'm sorry, Pipsa. You're gonna have to have a human squire.
No.
Pig squire. Pig squire.
Wait, okay,
Squire.
like, here's a way around it. What if she got like a swineherd who was just like some guy she contracted to help manage her hogs?
No, I don't want him to manage my hogs. I want to
I'm
manage
sorry,
my
Pipsa.
hogs.
It's gonna be a human person. He doesn't have to manage your hogs.
Boo!
He
I
will,
hate this
or
game.
he or she will be a human person.
If I was the medium, I'd let you have a pig.
And yet, here we are.
You suck.
That I do. So that's a new rank for Accrington Stanley. New rank for Pipsa. Anyone else ranked up for that prestige?
what are
No.
the levels?
I don't know.
Oh, you are thankfully way off, Eli. You're already beefy as hell.
Thank God.
Damn.
Well, that has been Le Channel Horreur. Please see us out, Wilcox.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was looking at talents. Thank you everybody for joining us. You can find us on social medias, Demonology RPG. That's Demonology RPG on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and on Gmail. So demonologyrpg@gmail.com. Send us emails. As I said last time, literally anything. I don't mind. Thank you to Tasha Soffler and Oscar Russell. Tasha for the music and Oscar for the graphic design. Check out Watchtower Design for more of Oscar's stuff. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
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 I'm definitely going to rank up in the next episode. If we kill that Hydra, I'm rank 7.
Ooh.
Level with Eli.
Doopy-doopy-doop.
A lot of investigation happened. A lot of investigation happened this episode.
Yeah, my God. We learned so much.
It was actually fun how we went to that island and did stuff together. And then we got back because I got transport for once. Just the weird
That
stuff that
came
you
and
get
saved the day.
as a
We might have
noble.
drowned at sea.
Could you imagine?
Oh, you wouldn't have drowned. You just to be knocked off the boat and like ended up on the south part of the island, very wet.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Might have had to have fought a hippocampus.
I can't believe that Alex missed the one toilet man on the island.
The one toilet man.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate for him.
He's very upset. I don't think we should tell him.
Literally so
I
many
need to
successful
think about
roles.
my
That's
squire.
incredible.
Need to think.
There's a
about
huge
my
amount of successful rolls. I only recorded 3 failures.
Oh my god.
That's pretty sweet.
Well, Cox, what were you going to say?
I need to think about my squire.
Oh, very serious business.
Yeah. I've no idea. I think I sort of want to call him Wimbledon FC.
FC spelled EFFCEE.
Well, no, I think it's sort of like Francis something. Wimbledon Francis. Or like Wimbledon
Conroy.
Francis. Yeah, Wimbledon Francis Conway. And he goes by Wimbledon FC. I'm not decided because I thought I sort of want to reintroduce Antonia Strafford Taylor's character and sort of like have Ponzi scheme with me at all points.
Oh my god.
But the child pickpocket.
Yeah, child pickpocket Ponzi scheme.
Running about with your little urchin.
There are options.
Amy, I'll help you make a squire.
Thanks, mate. Right, I'm gonna go get dinner. I'm really hungry. So
Elliot
thank you.
said
This was nice,
10
but I'm
minutes,
leaving
10 minutes
now.
ago.
Bye bye.
See you. I'm gonna end the
Bye,
guys.
I'm
Bye.
gonna go and pee. Bye.